Take one. So Static Vision originated in 2017 with drummer Stephen Ryan, first cousin Paddy Walsh on lead guitar, and Tom here on bass. We released our first EP album, which we called What Is Now, which is only available on our Bandcamp. And then we recorded Fate in the Future, which during the recording session that time the band fell apart, so we never actually got to really play those songs live or release them at the time. And it was kind of on the shelf for 2 years until we released it in 2019. The early days of Static Vision were pretty mental. Tom didn't own a bass, he couldn't play one, so our tactic was to ask a support band to use theirs before every gig, and 99% of the time it worked. Our first headline gig in Pharmacy and Limerick, I ended up slicing my fingers by ripping into my guitar and playing too hard, and blood went everywhere. People were running up, taking videos, taking photos, and to be honest, I didn't know what was going on until I looked down and seen that the blood was just all over the place. And yeah, that was pretty much the start of Static Vision until we met Toby. I think this is Toby's house out in town. That's what the crack is. Hi Toby! Oh jeez, if it is yourself. What's that, man? How are you? How are you getting on?
Sure, fucking don't bother putting your jacket down. Everywhere's
Who's on here? Oh, Jesus, man. Is this
come on in, mate. She's upstairs.
Is that the steps?
Yeah, this is great, man. Would you be up for doing a few questions for a little documentary we're making?
So, I was working at a guitar shop in Limerick City, and this giant tree-looking fuck of a man walks in one day, more than likely stoned off his git, going around browsing the guitars, and turns out he's unreal music taste. We make mates anyway. I think I lent him a Spanish guitar or something for some recording. I never got the guitar back. But 3 years later, there's a fucking bleeding pandemic on. Everyone's locked down. I'm living in Dublin at this stage, and I just get a random text now craving a bit of crack, being like, well, you still play drums, you come down to Limerick, record something on a recording that's going out. And I was like, just wouldn't say no to that. Had the jam of my bleeding life, loved it, moved to Limerick, joined a band. Happy days.
So when I was telling you I was in a band before Static Vision, when this band fell apart, I was like, alright, fuck it, man, rock and roll is dead. I'm gonna go to college, do a fucking business degree. I was about fucking like 16 or something. We go down to Arthur's Quay Park, which is like scumbag central Limerick City. And I'm just there fucking chilling out, drinking a few cans with the mates. And this group of knackers just shows up and they're like, well, you give me a sip of your drink. And I was like, I will in me fucking all. And what does he do but grab the neck of the guitar that was lying there next to me, picks it up and fucking throws it off down, spinning off the concrete. Absolute scrap ensues. I somehow threw it, gone over trying to get my fucking guitar, like fucking whacking, throwing slugs around the place, picked up the bottle, chucked it, smashed up the fucking glass. Bits of cider glass flying everywhere, fucking picked up this guitar in a fucking neck, picked it up, slapped it off the back of some knacker. While it was all covered in scrapes and bruises and bangs all over it. It was being used as a weapon, and that's how it got all these nasty gouges all over it. So I covered up with like kind of graffiti style. She's a beast. I call her the knacker whacker. So I whacked a few knackers with her.
What's this for you then? The knacker whacker for that? What did you ever... Who said you put this one over?
Oh, that's my dildo.
Yeah, just started recording again as a band for the first time ever. It was brilliant. Well, not first time ever, first time since the band broke up, and decided to get Static Vision back together and go from there.
It was a good feeling to get the band back on track.
It was nice to get back
because nothing beats the feeling of being in a rock and roll band.
Since Open Door, when we were going in there at the time, we didn't really know too much of what we were doing other than just playing the songs. So I think when he closed down and that, we were left, weren't we, kind of thinking like, Jesus, it was like a big shock after when you're going to record something else. You're like, who'd you go with, how would you start doing it? And I suppose I joined college and started learning how to record our own stuff, and thinking we've so many songs to actually record, you know, like to fund all that, to get into studios and to record all this kind of stuff all the time is just costing too much money, especially with marketing stuff now and everything. You know, you need to put in even as much as you're spending on the studio and recording into marketing these days so you can get your music out there to get heard. So I think we started recording drums here.
Tried our best to actually build a little home studio here and do everything ourselves until we realised
we bit off a lot more than we could chew
yeah.
at the time.
So it pretty much it's completely DIY, you know, we do it all ourselves, and yeah, we're just at a stage now where we can't wait to release the music we've been working on, because we feel Fate in the Future was the best music we ever made, and just we're trying to get back to that, I suppose, just sound that we had, you know. But it's exciting because we feel like we are getting there now, and the songs are better than ever, and you know, we're not going to stop until we can get there.
Yeah,
you know, release the best music possible and leave our mark, you know.
I feel a bit awkward, but what do I do?